Going to a particular community.
Like we always do. And today we're in Bajulaiye.
In Shomolu local government.
You know, Bajulaiye is an access that I know.
An ancient.
I grew up, you know, around this access, but, you know, during my research, I saw so many names that, you know, and now I was asking our guests, you know, off camera that, look, okay, this area, oh, so they were not telling me the names, you know, I didn't
So
even,
you're having a nostalgia.
yes, I wasn't even sure, you know, of those names until, okay, but I knew the places, do you understand? Okay, my community today focus on Bajulaiye, and you know we've talked about Shomolu here before. We've talked about Bariga, and you know Bajulaiye still is an appendage of either Shomolu and also Bariga. But you know, to shed more light on this, we have two. Should I call them son of the soil? We have Chief Abdul Hakim Adeleke. He's the Ajiroba of Bajulaiye. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And we also have Chief Olaoshebikon Alade Otunbale, Bajulaiye Town. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now tell us about Bajulaiye. One, how it came about its name, and what does that name even mean? Bajulaiye. What does that mean?
Right from the ancestry of Bajulaiye,
The inception.
in the reception Bajulaiye, we that were in Bajulaiye, the name Bajulaiye comes from the name of family of Akinshimoyi, which is a Bajulaiye of Lagos.
Okay.
Because our forefather, who be a founder of that village, is called Ifalola.
Ifalola.
Ifalola. Pa Ifalola.
Ifalola, okay.
Yes. And as we know from our forefather, they came to that side from far back, late 17th century. As at that time, their villages is from Ejayonireke, which is then the whole Oyo kingdom. By the time we have the war, which displaced the Yorubas, that is the Fulani War, they were affected. Majority of Yorubas are moved from one side to the other, where they now find themselves to proclaim. We moved from Ijayonireke. Bafalola and his family and some others, the war displaced them to the level that some moved to Ijayi in Abeokuta. That is Ijayi Kumi. While Bafalola moved to Lagos and find himself at Ijayi Jokoro at that time. Being an Ifa priest and is also a warrior at his youth age. When he got there to Ijayi Jokoro, he believed in Ifa, which being his father's profession. Right. So this Ifa oracle is the one that always directs him where and how to move his life. Now, when he consults the Ifa oracle let him know that he has not got to the point where he has to settle down, that he needs to move further. This is what makes him to move to Lagos Island, where he settled in the compound of Akishimoyi. Then that is late 17th century. When he was there, it got to the time that he needs to marry. He has not got married, and he consulted the Ifa oracle back again. It was Ifa oracle that now tells him that before you can have a wife, we need to move to a thick forest out of this Lagos Island.
Out of Lagos Island. So it
Yes,
still moved again.
it still move again.
Okay.
By then, where we now known as Bajulaiye
Was where he now moved to
is a
and
forest.
settled there.
Is a forest where we have a lot of animals.
This is
Now,
The forest.
yes, he moved to this area that was towards the end of late 17th century. As at the time he got there, he did not meet any person there. It was there, he was farming, doing every other things there. Now, Falola has no children. When he met a woman there, they don't have children. So it was this Ifa oracle that is still consult on why he has not yet born any children since he met a woman here. This Ifa oracle have to let him know that during the war that happened, that display you and your family, there are some things which is traditional things that your family left behind at where the world displays them from, which is a traditional something that if you have that, it can be your guide, then you can have a child. Now,
So you have to go back?
yes, he has to go back to Ijayonireke to get those things. That is where we, Bajulaiye, you know, when you get to an island, you will hear that they believe and they are worshiping something Eyo. We in Bajulaiye, we are found to be an Egungun.
Masqueraders.
Okay, so let me take it up from there. You're
Yes.
giving us a brief history of Bajulaiye. So let me come to you, Chief Adeke.
Okay.
He stopped at the traditional rites that you do as a people. So let's talk about your culture as the indigenes of Bajulaiye. What are those specific traditions that are peculiar to you?
As Otunbale had mentioned, the only culture we imbibe from our forefathers is Egungun. And it is this Egungun
Egungun is masquerade.
masquerade. That is what they believe in. And they do worship at random. Apart from Ifa, which is the backbone of our forefathers then, the next thing is Egungun masquerade. So when they want to do anything, or they have anything to do, or they have anything to find out, they go by the Egungun masquerade. That is what they believe.
So, but with civilization now,
We
is it still very strong?
You know what happened is that the civilization now, from our own end, even our forefathers, when they gave back, because it takes them time. Sometimes when their wife got pregnant, when they want to give back, they give back to stillborn baby. So that one goes far away. They now constructed what they believe, the Egungun masquerades. So it is the Egungun and that time, by the 18th, 19th century, when they started giving birth to children, it is their fathers they will call to name their children.
Okay.
So we grew up seeing our names. They did not name us after Egungun.
After Ifa.
As Otunbale, his name is Waliyula. I was named Abdulakim. Likewise, my own mother was named Wasilat. The mother that gave birth to my mother was named Sariat.
Okay.
So, and that's what we are talking of about early 20th century. So
still talking about culture and traditions. What are some traditional foods or practices your people in Bajulaiye are known for? Is there a kind of food that is prominent, you know, to Bajulaiye? Is it not Gary?
Really, you have say.
I have an idea.
You have an idea. Because, you know, as I told you, Pa Falola is a farmer. As he is a fast priest, is a farmer.
Also a farmer.
And being a farming that he used to do, and people knows him with him, you know, I told you precisely that he left Lagos Island
To Bajulaiye,
Yes.
yes.
How we started deriving the name Bajulaiye from him. That is
From
people from
Falola.
Ireland that comes to his farm to buy farm input, output. Then
What was the farming? What was
a farm, he has
everything.
a farm of palm oil, he has cocoa,
Cassava?
those things, even the Ijebus that comes.
You see
buy
why? You see why I
things.
mentioned Eba? Because I know that
Yes.
you know that place is also predominantly, you know, Ijebu people.
Ijebu
dominant
met us
because
there.
Yes,
They
yes.
dominate the place because
is the root.
it's their root.
Okay, when you say it's their root,
It's
what
their
do you
root.
mean?
We are saying
Ikorodu
that is they pass by, they
Ikorodu
come
road.
in, they come in to buy market, and they bring in market, and they buy. But anytime people from the highlands or neither Ijebus are coming to Falola farm, because Falola left
Akishimani.
Akishimoyin family, which is then Bajulaiye of Lagos.
So they
For
say they are going
that
to
which
Baba
they always said that
Bajulaiye.
we are going to
Oh,
Baba Bajulaiye, the
Oh,
farm of
Baba
Baba Bajulaiye. Do you get it? So that name started reigning from Falola held.
Okay, so
Bajulaiye.
from what you have said,
Yes.
Bajulaiye seems or is a place of high commercial activities.
Yes, of
So let's
course.
talk about the commercial activity of Bajulaiye, how it used to be then and now, how the places have opened up.
Then we thank God that what our forefather left behind is still reigning, because as at the time that they were alive, the farming they are doing, they use it to train their children up to our own
Level.
time. Now that we are in Bajulaiye, we have a market.
No more farms.
No more farm. No more farm.
Urbanization has taken over
Yes,
everything.
no
yeah.
more farm. We have a market. We have
Two
a Alarakwe
markets.
market. We have a Oyediro market in Bajulaiye. And this market, they are trading on
Okay, so we have
foodstuff
shots of your
and
market.
Farm,
Okay.
farm food store,
farm foodstuff,
farm products.
all this.
What market is this now?
Yes, this is the Alarakwe
Alarakwe
market.
market.
Okay.
This is the Alarakwe market.
Okay.
So the farm have been there since
The
1978.
market has been there.
Okay.
That's the market have been there since 1978. They have established the market. Right? But we have a market on or before now. That market is situated at Onipako, which we call Titi Jebu.
You see, Ijebu people, they've taken
Yes.
over that place.
So they move all those markets down to Bajulaiye.
Okay.
Right? So, but we thank God for now. We have schools, we have churches, we have mosque. And in Bajulaiye, the whole place has been open for commercial.
You're surrounded by many tertiary institutions.
Many tertiary institutions.
Okay. I also want to find out. I think I'll be permitted to speak Yoruba in this because of this question I want to ask, because I don't know any word in English that I can use to replace it. Kí ni àwọn orò ìdílé Bajulaiye? Please, I just asked that. What is the oro ìdílé
The
in
What is
traditional
already?
practice.
traditional practice?
That is in fact, when we are growing up, if any of Bajulaiye indigenes do anything wrong doing, they usually give him or her a punishment under the Oro Idile,
Under cultural
under culture
and
and our
custom.
tradition.
Customs.
Side. So what they usually ask a female, either being you a housewife that misbehave in Bajulaiye, Egungun will stand by you.
The masquerade.
The masquerade Egungun will stand and order those young men to hold their, we call it artery.
What's
Then they will put
Cane.
they will put a basket down, not a pocket, a
The
basket.
basket, you go
They
into
will now
fresh water.
ask, go to the stream and
Fresh
until
water.
when that
Basket is
basket full,
Ah,
as he's fetching it, the young man will be caning.
caning here.
does that happen up to now?
No.
Does then?
DSVA would have carried them.
So a lot.
No, that was done to set moral standard.
Yeah, moral standard.
Yes.
You get it right.
But aside,
And there are fears
Yes.
for somebody to just go astray or
aside,
you remember-
aside punishment,
punishment.
for the woman, because we're always the victim. Aside punishment, what other oro did they, because I've said it here before that I've seen one traditional practice where in a family or in a part of Lagos, somebody was married or is married to that family, and the women in that family, when they have children, for the first 7 days, they're not
Don't eat.
allowed to eat pepper or as in stew. Stew in general, you just have to take white food, just
Eko.
plain rice, plain yam, eko. You can have, boiled eggs. So I'm asking, if there's anything like that aside punishment.
No, there is.
Okay.
In our own in our own community,
This one is still practiced till tomorrow.
during the time of our forefather, when we bear a child, for we to know that this child belongs to this community,
Okay.
right? What they usually do by then is that we call one leaf, we call it Oshe Ture cane. That,
Again.
yes, it's not a cane.
A leaf.
Is a leaf. They will go to the bush and cultivate it with root.
Okay.
Men will go and
And
cultivate
uproot
it
it,
with root.
uproot it.
With both
they will
the
approach it.
they will uproot it. They will hold it like 7 men will stay by entrance. Then pour a water
On the roof.
on the roof,
Okay.
and the woman will carry the baby
Out.
in and out for 7 times.
Times.
Okay. So what will happen if?
Then the men will be caning her. Not cane.
cane again.
Not cane. This thing is a leaf.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You
It's
just
not a
to-
cane that she will feel any
okay,
pain,
okay.
To touch her body.
right? It's a root, but they will be pouring the water on the roof, and she will be coming out 7 times. Then, thereafter, they believe that after that 7 days, if the child is not ours, before the night dawn of the 8th days, the child will go back.
Wow.
But
If it's ours,
Child will
then
stay.
he or she will stay.
the
Oh,
child
wow.
will remain.
Okay. Still on culture.
So we don't have bastard children in Bajulaiye.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
any bastard that comes goes in
Okay.
the
Let's move away
night.
from culture.
I just want, just one more. We've started Isheshi
Okay.
Yes, of course.
in Lagos. Okay, so how are the youths, being engaged in order to preserve, some traditions in Bajulaiye?
Yes, we
So that
thank
doesn't
God.
go extinct.
Yes, we thank God. We thank God. We have most of our youths, even in Bajulaiye, as we talk tradition, as we talk Egungun, none of the house in Bajulaiye that does not have a child going for Arabic school
Okay.
as well, right? Then we have some, because if we are talking of Egungun festival, we will talk it in general in Shomolu.
Okay.
In
okay.
general, that is Chomu local
So it's not
government in general.
peculiar to
So
just
not peculiar to Bajulaiye
town.
alone.
Okay.
So, and we have people that is handling that,
Okay.
and we call what we usually have because we have a lot of egungun
Within Shomolu generally.
with Shomolu generally, but in our own side, we have Oyadolo, we have Mowuru, then we preserve it where we call Igbale. And yes, and we have Alagba that usually take care of that.
Okay.
So in Bajulaiye as well, if you have a male child,
Okay.
because if we have a male child in Bajulaiye, before the alpha will come in early in the morning,
They give room first call.
they will give room for the Egungun to come and name the child first.
Okay.
That is in Bajulaiye.
They will name the child.
They have to.
The masquerade will come in.
It's no matter the masquerade will come.
It's like coming to bless the child.
They will come and bless the child
Child.
before
Bless the
either
child,
you, if you being a Christian
or a
or a Muslim, before the church will come in or before Alpha will come in to name the child, our own traditional will first take place.
It's okay.
That is if it is a male child. We don't do it for a female child because we know female child will go out.
Why?
And
The
the name-
male child will stay in.
But we still retain our names now. You know, I said it earlier.
You
That
had the
you
other
Bajulaiye people, you actually have something against women. You have something against the female
No, we
child.
don't have anything.
We are the ones that we beat. We are the ones that will be fetching water in basket.
Basket.
Yes, until when the basket full.
Okay, until the basket.
It is punishment.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about music. Is there any particular kind of music that is peculiar to Bajulaiye people?
Traditional
The
music.
traditional music, or if there isn't, what kind of music did you listen to while you were young? And you're going to sing
You're
for
still
us.
young, go.
Ah, okay. where the men were boys.
Good. Yeah, right.
When the men were boys, what kind of music did you used to? Let me start with you, Chief Adeleke.
When you talk about traditional music, there is no specific one that will go accordant with Bajulaiye,
Okay.
rather than any other traditional music that belongs to the Yorubas.
Okay.
So when it comes to traditional music, it has to do generally
Yeah.
as a Yoruba man.
Which one do you like?
I like
Fuji. Takara.
maybe then,
Which one do you like?
maybe then.
Okay.
Then, you know, in our time, the Fuji, the Juju music was the master of the day before the Fuji music now rallies around everything. So, and you know, occasionally, especially during the fasting period, you know, we go by this.
Funny. Because
It reached to us.
you talked a lot about Islam, Muslim, Islam.
Yes, we are fine.
But if I tell them to bring juju music here, Emma Joe,
tó bá mọ̀ jó. For the people who knows how to dance,
Okay.
we dance then, but now
You don't
everything
dance
is forgone.
Funny.
Okay.
So, but Babolóyè ṣì ń jó.
Okay. Ẹ ṣì wá lójú.
Because he is into it wholeheartedly.
Aha. Okay, so
Babolóyè.
So Babolóyè.
oh, yeah. What kind of music do you like?
If you ask me, I will tell you that in my own time, not my
In your own time too.
But if you talk of my forefathers' time,
Okay.
you know,
In their own time.
in their own time, what they like
Bẹ̀bẹ̀ náà,
is all Sakara,
àpàlà.
Akpala, because by their time, Fuji music or Juju music are
Can my
not ready.
producer get me?
Then it
So that we can,
is all
we
this
can dance.
Akpala, Bembe, that is
That is what they dance then.
dance to the Gali Mukaiba, dance to Aruno, dance to
In their
in
time.
their
Their
own
time. So now in your time.
In your
Now, in our
Torí ẹ máa
own
kọrin fún wa.
time, we, as a young chief,
Okay.
we like barista,
Barista, okay.
Then with all this,
My producer, come and play music.
So which one? Which is your favorite?
My favorite is
sing the one you like. Sing the one you like.
the one I like Barrister.
Which one?
And Barrister.
Ọpẹ́ ló yẹ kẹ́rù ó dá o. Ọpẹ́ ló yẹ kẹ́rù ó dá. Mò ń dàgbà rè. Ọmọdé ọjọ́ mò ń dàgbà rè o. Ọmọdé òkú wá dàgbà lágbà. A sì ní ìwọ̀ntán níláyé. Mò ń dàgbà rè. So
That's a timeless song.
Timeless and, you know, quite deep. Okay, let's go to education and development now in Bajulaiye. What educational initiatives, you know, are now in place to support children and the youth of Bajulaiye?
We thank God. When we first started, we started with missionaries. The first primary school they brought to our side is called UNLA Primary School. UNA.
UNA.
Yes.
What
And
does that
as well,
stand for? Or it's just UNA?
United.
I think it's United
It's
Christian.
missionary anyway.
It's a missionary
It's a
school.
Yes.
missionary school.
Then our forefather has to encourage them so that they can stay. They give them a space for church. That is, we have UNLA Church,
African church.
which is African Church.
Orthodox.
I worship there. When the time they want to do anything, annual Ikore.
They got invited.
So we got invited. Muslims go along, Christians. So there's no fight of religion. The same in
mutual relationship,
Bajulaiye
yes.
community. We have a relationship together. Now we have a secondary school. That is by Morocco. We have a Igbobi. Right.
CMS.
Igbobi College.
CMS.
What about CMS?
It's
CMS
adjacent.
Grammar School. Our
It's adjacent to us.
is adjacent to us, but it's in Bariga.
It's the canal. It's canal that
Demarcated.
the Bajulaiye and the CMS.
So
Okay.
then we have nearby, we have University of Lagos, we have College of Education.
Technical.
Then we have Yaba Tech.
And we
They are
have
all. Then we have a
the primary
barracks.
school. We also have the primary school. Adebule Primary School, Modipe Primary School.
So
And
that
when we
is,
talk of nursery school, we have them as many. Even there was one that we are the one that abhor the inception of the school. But now the school has grown even beyond our expectation. That's called MIMS, Muslim International Model School. It's MIMS school. They started with the kindergarten. Now we have the secondary school, GSS and SSS. Even people that have graduated from that school within Bajulaiye are now in higher places all over the world.
So let's also look
We
at
have doctors, we have pharmacists, we have lawyers that they were still coming to salute us and say, sir, this is whom we are today because we about them there, we allowed them.
So still talking about the impact of government, let's look at the road infrastructure in Bajulaiye. How well do you think you felt the impact of good governance?
we have it a lot. During the time of our father Latif Jakonde, a blessed memory, he really tried a lot for us in Shomolu and Bajulaiye most especially, because we have a disturb of water, that is drainage. When it comes in, it make Ashimao, he open up Ashimao Canal. That is from Obanikoro down to Bajulaiye, then
That's my area.
yes, up to the stream
Unilag.
of Unilag.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now, during his time, he opened up many roads to link Bariga,
Linkage road.
link Cage Road, he opened it up. Folagro Road was tied and do well during his time. But now, with the present
Administration.
chairman of Dula we have now.
Okay.
He's really
Shomolu local government.
Yeah.
Yes, he's really trying a lot. Not only Bajulaiye,
Shomolu as a whole.
Shomolu as a whole, but in Bajulaiye, he has opened up many roads. Many roads, he has opened it up. The only one that we are begging for is to do this Alarakwe, you know, market is, in the market they need a tide road that will cross.
And now we were able to contain heavy trucks.
Duty trucks.
Yes, that is Alarakwe market.
Okay.
That is what we are just praying.
Is that situated in Bajulaiye town?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's really trying. He opened up many roads.
Okay, this question I have for both of you is personal. Okay, so Ajiroba of Bajulaiye, what does being a chief of Bajulaiye mean? What does it entail? What does it mean to you personally? Because when you hear Ajiroba, the person that wakes up to see the king, I mean,
Yes.
you are the first person that sees the ballet.
The ballet. Yeah. We even live opposite to each other.
So that is why you are the Ajiroba. So what does it mean to you personally?
Personally, I became a Ajiroba of Bajulaiye through my birth lineage.
Okay.
It is not through wealthy or through any other thing, but because we are bona fide of that place.
So Ajiroba, what does it mean?
Ajiroba means what it means generally in the world, the next to the ballet.
Okay. Does that mean
Before our inception, even the place Ajiroba ahead of Otunbale, it is we that we say no, Otunbale has to be the next to ballet. Even before now, when any ballet deceased in our area, the next person that will be ballet will be Ajiroba.
Okay.
Okay, not
That,
the Otun.
that was then.
Okay, then. Okay.
Then they made Otun a ceremonial title within Bajulaiye. But we now made Otun to be a bona fide. It is son of the soil. Before they don't mean son of the soil to be
Otunbale. Be conferred on anybody.
But now the Otunbale is the bona fide
son of the soil.
Son of the soil.
Son of the soil. So it is our time. Before it is Ajiroba that does everything, but now it is over to Otunbale.
So Otunbale, what are your roles and responsibility as, you know, the
yes,
Otunbale
as Otunbale, that is the second in command in the community.
Okay.
I always been in support of the ballet. That is, even before people report anything to ballet, either being any land tussle or being a dispute between the landlord and the tenants, they usually try as much as possible to come to me. When they come to me, it is something that I can settle.
Okay, that doesn't need to get to the ballet.
I don't need to go to the ballet, or they don't need to even get to the ballet.
After settling
the matter, then, or if any of our children want to enter any institution, they call for indigene.
Okay.
Okay.
Ballet will direct them to me to first verify. Right? Before I will be the one to draft their letter, then give it to ballet that I've already verified.
Ballet will sign.
Then ballet will sign.
Okay. So you're like the middleman between the people and ballet.
Yes, of course. Then even if you go and meet ballet, if it is something that you don't need to go and meet Otun. Either you want to do something and you need an assistance of chiefs, ballet might tell you that, okay, go and meet Otun.
Okay. So it's a very, very important position.
So the chief title in Bajulaiye, we made it that each chiefs have their own works to do.
Their
we
role-
don't,
their
the
role
roles
to
they
play.
play, the role chiefs in Bajulaiye play, start from Odofin to Are, that is
To Bashorun,
to Bashorun, to Iyalode, to Iyaloja, and every other person has role to play.
Different
Responsibilities.
roles and
Yes,
responsibilities.
and we don't pick all our chiefs in between we indigenes,
Okay.
because what our forefathers started in their own time, they believe that the next person you will know in a community is visitor. And any visitor that comes in, if you don't give him a sense of belonging, you will not have any of his contribution. So, and we thank God that most of our chiefs, the one that may be from Ijebu, even one of our chiefs
From
that
Ikiti.
been the
From Ijesha.
Are of Bajulaiye is the late Olomi Adio, Olomi of Omi Adio in Ibadan. Before they gave him that title of Olomi of Omi Adio, he was a chief in Bajulaiye as Are of Bajulaiye. That is Chief Adeyemon in his memory.
This is what we say about Lagos. Lagos is very
Very, very.
accommodating.
Accommodating, yes.
They don't discriminate at all.
We have been to Bajulaiye town, and we are
Yes.
back now together. But we must thank you so much, Chief Abdul Hakim Adeleke, the Ajiroba of Bajulaiye community, and Chief Olaosebikan Alade, Otunbale, Bajulaiye town.
She got it.
Thank you.
She got the
Thank you
allowance
so
because
much.
I've been waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining the conversation.
You're
We do
welcome.
hope that you enjoyed yourself on the show.
Yeah,
We do.
All right.
It's,
The conver-
it's our community.
Yes, it
our
is.
community.
Thank you. The conversation continues. Please stay with us.